Jimmy!
Good to meet you, man, finally.
Great to finally meet you.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming out. It's been great. I hear you like 310s.
Yes, yes. That is hot for one. Daggone.
Well, welcome to dry, sunny California.
Nikes. Let's walk through the story of this airplane. Because I actually tried to buy this airplane 2 years ago. I saw it on Facebook Marketplace.
Yep, it was on Facebook Marketplace just north of Sacramento.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, I saw it and I'm like, I want to get it. It was before I got my 310, and I think this is the one that I got the bug to get a 310, and then I found that one and, you know, I was hooked.
That was 2020, I believe.
2 years, yeah, 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep. Then you snuck in, stole it out from under me.
Yeah, I went down and took a look at it, and it was in kind of disrepair. It hadn't flown in at least 15 years. It had 1.5 engines and a crate in the back, but everything was installed. And this thing came with a hangar full of random parts, buckets of pistons, piston rods. It had just things that I couldn't even identify what it was from. Just this guy who had it just loved bringing parts in, and so yeah, it was full.
Were they to this airplane?
No, they were for every other airplane you probably think of.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, now we got to identify which parts actually go to this airplane.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah. And there was at least, I believe, 18 cylinders stacked up in the back.
Jeez.
Yeah, and the crates were just hidden way in the back underneath a bunch of racks.
Man, that is crazy.
And you know, I figured it's a 310, it's an old 310, you know, what could go wrong?
How hard could it be?
How hard could it be?
What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly.
And you were able to ferry it to get it back over here.
Yep, yep.
So it has flown.
Yeah, it has. I got it flying, and
okay.
That was my grand, 7-8 months Save the 310 that I did by myself.
Okay, yeah, he did an unsponsored Save the 310.
Yeah, and then I got it here where we're at now. Life took a turn. I got cool jobs, a lot of things going on, and things just started opening up for me with a ton of opportunities, so I was directing my attention to all sorts of different things. And this, unfortunately, kind of took a backseat to a lot of things. So as much as I love it, it just kind of sat for a long time after I recovered it.
It still looks like there's work still trying to get done on this to make it where it's, on the money.
Yep, still needs restoration. It needs all of the restorations.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it does. And I didn't peek it. I mean, I saw a little bit, but there's the fanciest blue interior I've ever seen in my life.
Sweet. It's like well-aged blue cheese.
Yes. That's right.
Beautiful.
Man.
Yeah. I was originally Navy, and that's where I started my aviation career. I went in as an aviation electrician, and then I went through the P3 Orion flight engineer pipeline.
That's cool.
So I did 6 years as a P3 Orion flight engineer and loved it, traveled the world. And before I got out, because the military is so awesome, they set me up with my civilian AMP licenses. And
really?
Yeah, they paid for it, so got that done.
Wait, what's the,
it's almost fresh.
55 or 6?
It's a 56.
56, so let's do the math. 2022 minus 1956 is, what is that math?
I think it's 143 years.
I'm going with that.
Give or take,
roughly.
6 months.
Yeah, chiseled, this part's stone.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
The Wright brothers' signature I saw in here.
Yeah.
66 years. Good Lord.
Yeah, it's been around a while.
Yeah.
And you know what, I saw your videos, and they really touched my heart, and these things, like, they deserve to fly.
That's right.
I don't see too many of these things around, and that's one of the reasons I got it, is because it's incredibly unique.
How we're gonna get going here, because I've kind of got a deadline I gotta get back. If this is the one, the right one, which I hope it is, I think it is, it's a lot better than the other one that we saw in California. We gotta do some work to it to get it flying again after it's been sitting for over a year now. Yeah, over a year now since you've had time to mess with it. So we've got to go through and do a little bit of work to it. We got one engine that needs some loving. To check this thing out, we got to make sure it's going to be safe. Fly it, what could possibly go wrong, right? And then after all that's said and done, it's just got to make a little flight 2,841 miles from here back to Tampa, Florida.
Perfect.
That is an easy test flight.
Yep.
This is so stupid.
And you have plenty of time to do it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, because Oshkosh is only 3 weeks from now. Well, by the time you see the video, it's only going to be like 2 weeks from now.
And these things aren't finicky at all. So
not one bit.
No sweat.
Yeah.
No sweat. You ready to roll into it?
Let's see what we got going. Let's do this thing, baby.
All right, man.
Yeah! Hey, your door opens up.
Opens.
Dude, mine was, holy crap. We got parts.
Just a few extra things.
What is that? Lord of mercy. There's 2 cylinders in this thing.
We'll say it comes with extras.
How many did you say there was?
Should be 18.
Good Lord.
I think 6 of these boxes have 2 cylinders in them.
Ugh. And that is just one. Look at the size of that thing. Okay, that's your box of random stuff. Ooh, spark plugs.
Oh,
dude, those look fairly new. I see a little bit of wear on them, but they're clean.
You could pocket that one.
I'm sure that's fine. Inverter option. What the heck?
You know what? I've been scratching my head over that for 2.5 years. I have no idea what that is.
Mitsubishi something inverter option, FR series. If you can accurately tell me what this is, the first person to comment, I'll mail it to you. How about that? There you go. So, have you ever messed with it? Do you even know?
No, I don't know if that one works or not.
We're going to assume no, since it's in a box and they took the time to make a cover for it. Nose pieces. Yeah, you know what? We'll just put this back in here. Pretend like we didn't see any of this stuff. It'll be fine. Just we're fine. Wowzers. This is seriously a 1956 Ford Fairlane. That's exactly what's happening right now. The colors, the smell, the colors, the material. I'm sure this will be just fine. That's fine. I'm getting so excited. Oh yeah. Dude, these controls are way nice.
A little better than Mighty Mouse?
Oh my gosh, yeah. And do you know how many hours are on the engines?
So the left one is around 1800, I think 1778, and the right one's right around 850.
Oh, okay, so halftime and kind of ran out. Gear switch, yeah, Gumps check. Make sure your gear is down. That, I hear, is important. Yeah, for those of you that may not know, I was on my check ride for getting my multi-engine rating and totally forgot to put the gear switch down and caught it at the very last second before we had to just full go around, and yeah, I didn't pass.
Is that enough blue for you?
I mean, that is some blue, and it's not just like
but is it the blue?
It's like blue.
Does it make you feel sad though?
No.
No, it's a good blue.
It's a good blue.
Yeah, it's a good blue. It's a promising blue.
It's that 56 Ford Fairlane. 4-door, big honking car.
For sure.
Same smell, same color, same design cues, everything. Yeah, let's check these engines out.
Right on.
Let's just look at this thing fired up and see what we're dealing with here. Yeah, so we'll start with this one. This is supposed to be the good one, right?
It's supposed to be.
Supposed to be the good one, okay.
Yep.
So we crack, kinda, maybe, there we go. Ooh. Ah, is that the Easter egg?
You found it.
What? Yeah, that is fantastic. You've ran this engine and did the compression check and all that stuff on this one.
Yep.
And this one, you were like, yep, that's checked off, ready to go for like full high power runs and stuff like that, right?
For sure, I did.
One of them you mentioned was running hot. Was that this one?
Yeah, this one was running hot.
This is the oil cooler. You pulled this one off?
Yeah, I pulled this oil cooler off. I pulled this vernitherm out and just did a full inspection on them, cleaned them as best I could. Couldn't find anything specifically wrong with it.
Okay.
Just a little dirty. Here we go.
All right, what do we got? That is so stinking hot. Yep. Looks like an engine. Yep. Got a little bit of oil here, a little there. Wonder how many BTUs that's got.
Just enough.
So I hope so.
Just enough.
So yeah, ours on this tube had a cut in the top of it. This is the voltage regulator for the alternator, or the generator on this, and that's your fancy zip tie with the little hole in it.
Special 310 zip tie.
Special 310 zip tie. That's only $85 for that zip tie.
Right, yeah, and they only had them available for, you know, 56 and 57.
That's right. Yeah, let's check the other one out. See what we got.
This is the one, it needs a little bit of help.
So this is the one we got to do some work to. Did you get all of them on that side?
These are already off, yeah.
Okay. Forward? Or
Yeah,
you
I'll
got
take it over on this side.
All right. Oh yeah. All right, so this one, it was not running right at idle.
Yeah.
Seemed to do okay once it got up off idle.
Yeah, once you got it off idle to, you know, 1300 RPM, it was doing okay, it smoothed out, but it just doesn't want to idle. And it's had some starting issues, just not wanting to ignite.
Okay. I think this was the same engine on my plane that didn't want to start.
Maybe.
Same side.
Yeah, same side. We're just.
Maybe this is the left side engine's hard to start.
Maybe they're just matching airplanes.
Could be, and the batteries are right there on this one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 Concords.
And this one, whenever it was running, the temperature was good on this one?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah.
These don't even have the first rock chip in them.
No. They're babies.
Wow. Yeah, we got tire. This one's flat. Ooh, that's got a little bit of dry rot on it.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I think you got some though.
And
Might
then,
work for this.
I happen to know where you can get a set of brand new, all three.
Perfect.
Brand new tires and tubes.
Perfect.
And pretty much wheels. And hoses. And hoses here. Everything. I got a spot for all that stuff. Let's get some air in these things.
Right.
Let's fire this thing up.
Let's do it, man.
Hey, did I hear that this one actually has brakes that work?
This one actually has brakes, and it has a parking brake.
It has a parking and it works?
It has a parking brake and it works.
Shut the front door. Now you're just showing off. Oh yeah, she's full. We can fire this thing up?
Let's do it.
Yes. I love making noise.
Let's see if the 310 wants to play today.
Yeah. What's the procedure, Captain?
All right. We got pressure.
We got lots of pressure.
Fuel. We got all the switches in the right spots.
We gotta say it.
Would you do the honors?
We gotta do it together.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
On the count of 3.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3.
Can I get a clear prop? Oil pressure.
Oil pressure coming up. Fuel pressure coming up.
Yep.
Sweet. So we got our oil pressure that's really good. Fuel pressure really good. Temperature is starting to come up. Cylinder head temperature is coming up. And it's hot.
It's hot. Yep.
Awesome. And are we gonna go ahead and fire that one up, leave this one running and fire it up?
Sure.
All right. This is the one where we're having some issues.
This one's got some starting and some idling issues, so that's why we're gonna put some parts on it. So I'll put a little bit of extra juice on the right side, get some good amperage.
All right.
All right, we're gonna go left engine, left main, it's in the D10. Left mags are hot, generator on, and let's get some fuel pressure here.
Again, right?
We gotta do it again?
All right. Can I get a clear prop? Well, that thing started better than the other side. Woo, yeah. That's bouncing around a little bit.
It's actually running a lot better. I guess it likes the sun shining on it today.
Oh, it's like that. Here, if he's really wanting something, watch this. Good. Kill prop.
Kill flap.
That turned off like now.
Boom.
Heck yes, brother.
We got ourselves an airplane.
We got ourselves an airplane, boys. Woo! Yes, this might actually happen. My voice cracks because I'm so excited.
It works. It works. It works.
We got to check real quick on the temperature and see if one of those cylinders is not like the other ones.
I just had these calibrated.
Yeah.
And they're even.
Daggone. I mean, all these will feel hot. I mean, the same hotness on. Do those feel the same hotness on that side?
Absolutely.
Shoot. We need a. Does he have a temperature gun inside?
I think so.
Let me run in and grab that. Got it.
Okay.
I got to calibrate it to see just how hot. Careful, you might break it. It says a perfect 100, mind you. Boom. 50, dang, it's keep on going. 255.
It'll probably keep climbing a little bit. Heat soaking.
17, so 230, 255, 217. 190. So at this point, we're what? Pull the plugs and look at the plugs, see if they tell us anything?
We could.
I mean, I know we already got mags coming.
That's the. To be honest with you, this thing ran way worse last night.
Oh.
So I was this was way more normal. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah. So it kind of leads me to believe that it was. Yeah, exactly. You brought your world encased.
That's right.
Silver bullet in Jimmy's wallet. I mean world.
That's right.
And now
wallet.
it's coming alive.
That's right.
Yeah. Trailer of surprises.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we don't know anything about these cylinders. You've not looked at them either.
I looked at 2 or 3 of them when I was loading the trailer, and they're just used like as removed kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But they didn't look bad.
You didn't see any cracks in the.
No, but I'm really hoping like maybe 6 of these boxes have some like yellow tag cylinders.
Yeah. That would be fantastic.
Chrome.
Nickel.
Maybe some gold.
Ooh. Oh, this has got old pressure carb, black gasket pressure carbs on it and stuff. This is like the whole thing.
Yeah. So
is there no? There's no generator on it.
No.
So do you have logbooks for this engine?
I do.
And how many hours are supposed to be on this one?
This one, I believe, was around 660 hours, I think.
So why didn't you put this one on there?
Because it's just an unknown condition. It's been sitting, I think, for 20 years.
Gotcha.
Since it's been removed, and it would be a full overhaul at least, or a full teardown to get it in a safe, airworthy condition.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
I mean, you got another motor, but kind of want both, I guess.
Yeah. This is like Christmas.
Yeah.
For junkyard rats and deal guys, it's like, yeah, parts. Extra parts that we will never do anything with. Oh yeah, there you go. Parts of an engine. All right, well, have to go get some parts.
Yep.
Figure it out. Day 2 of Silver Bullet. I like to invest in silver and gold like they say. It's a pretty good chunk of silver right here. We got to fix the old engine over there because it was running a little bit rough yesterday. The parts did come in. We got them last night after dinner. They showed up, so the one guy is on his way back with them now so we can get these things rolling, start working on this classic beauty right here. So let's go check with these guys over here, see if we can borrow some tools. This is overload of stimulation. Cool airplanes, classic cars, 310. This is Jimmy's worst and best nightmare. Okay, focus, tools. How's it going?
Not bad, how are you?
Are you getting my parachute ready for the test flight?
Well, you missed it. This morning was the jump off the bridge. Where were you?
You seriously did?
Yeah. This is a base rig. So this is a Feather 280, very lightweight, but it opens very fast without a slider. So it's made for low object base jumping.
So how high was the bridge before the hard stuff?
750.
750 feet?
Believe it or not, that's actually pretty tall for a base jump.
I may need one of these for when we get ready to take that thing going.
Oh, you're taking the 310?
We're gonna try.
Oh.
We're saving the 310, man.
Cool.
Jimmy.
Tim.
Good to meet you, Tim. I couldn't help but to notice this hot rod of a little 150. It's probably the cleanest 150 I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. I've had it for about a year. I actually found it in a junkyard, so I'm trying to save it.
Seriously?
Yeah. But I know Clint very well. I know he's been working on that thing for quite a while, but it sounds like it's just been kind of sitting for a minute, so.
Like, you guys know each other, and you were kind of helping him and like letting him take over the corner of this parking spot there.
Yeah,
and
he
stuff
asked
like
if
that.
he could just post up there, and he talked about getting it through annual and talked about potentially selling it. So I guess it's going to you.
Yeah. If we get this sucker flying, she's headed back.
Good luck.
Lord, that's right. Good luck, buddy. We'll make sure you got one of these.
Yeah,
and
you'll have a lot.
Oh, I need tools. Yeah, that's what I came in here for.
Is that why you guys came?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got. What do you need, a wrench?
So we got SPF 50, which equates to SPF white guy. It's basically white paint. Look at that. Yep. Perfect. What we're gonna have to do is we're switching out both of these. So we'll need to pull the leads off, pull the spark plugs out, top, and so that we can roll it over, get our timing mark set and all that stuff.
Okay.
It's kind of scary because it's been a minute since this thing's actually flown and worked all the way, but at the same time, it's so close. Here, I'll start with all the plug wires. Frankly, I want to go ahead and pull all the plugs to see if there's a gap, a carbon buildup, some lead buildup down in there or something. And my suspicion is probably like a combination of a couple of small little things.
Yeah, well hopefully it's just valve plugs or just a little dirty or something simple.
And you know darn well, I'm probably gonna have to find like a Sears or someplace and go buy, or a, Lowe's or whatever, and buy a toolkit to bring with me. And all these things are coming with me in the airplane. Because that's gonna be my insurance policy so I don't break down in the middle of nowhere, West Texas, where I'm like 600 miles from the nearest anything.
Right.
Cow pasture and some dude on a tractor. Because of the mountains out here and this being non-tested really,
yeah,
ain't no way I'm flying this sucker over the mountains.
Over the Rockies or the Sierra.
Yeah, because you'd have to fly, I mean, some of these spots, you gotta be up
15,000
feet, yeah, just to make it. We don't have oxygen with us or nothing.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to go all the way down on this side of the mountains, come around down near like LA and Anaheim, that area, and go out Palm Springs.
Do some sightseeing while you're at it. Go over Grand Canyon.
Yep, yeah.
Check out some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Stop in Vegas. You can pay for the trip when you stop in Vegas.
That's right. I mean, we're pretty much on a gambling vacation right now anyway, so.
Aviation is a gamble, actually.
That's right.
So did you have some mechanical experience in automotive or?
Yeah, my whole background is, yeah. My whole life, all I've done is work on stuff, whether it's started out as a kid his age on motorcycles, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, whatever. Bought a broken one, fixed it, and traded it for something, and I just kept doing that with cars. And then I went to school for auto diesel mechanic stuff.
Oh, cool.
And then after that, I went to school for electromechanical engineering. And then I bought a car from an auction for 250 bucks. It was the nastiest little Mazda 6 you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
Fixed it up, sold it. I was like, hey, that was pretty fun. So then got another one and kept doing that. And then I ended up becoming a dealer. And then I started getting into classic cars and exotic cars. And we did a bunch of restoration, performance work on all that stuff. Man, we sold cars all over the world. It was a lot of fun.
Right on, man.
And then 08 happened.
Yeah.
That sucked. People stopped buying expensive toys.
Yeah.
And I learned very quickly not to like put my faith in stock market stuff, like even right now, how it's just completely lunatic. It's just lunatic.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm now investing in silver.
There you go.
That's right, silver, and we find something gold, like
tangible assets.
Yeah. Oh hey, these are chrome cylinders on this. I did not realize that. At least these two are. So right here, we got orange, gold, and silver. That's what I'm investing in.
Good.
All right, watch out. I'm going to roll this around,
Yeah.
see if I can find compression. I think I was on it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, now we're talking. Hey, there's my mark. Sweet.
The mags came.
Yeah, good. Hey,
Just
morning.
in time.
Good morning.
Just in time.
for the part. Day 2 of
Throwing
Flatten the
out,
Curve.
throwing out. You guys are in California are still working on like day 900.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We were in
Day-
where was it? The hotel still had all the COVID stuff, the
Yeah,
screens
yeah.
and everything else. I'm like, you guys know the war's over, right?
Yeah, we're trying to flatten the curve and raise the gas prices simultaneously.
Nailed
And
it.
I think it's working.
Nailing it. Where we're at right now, to bring you up to speed. We pulled the mags off. It's
Okay.
at 24 below top dead center. Double check the red marks were lined up where they were supposed to be.
Yep.
And then we got everything set. Now the other question I had, and I don't even know if it's possible, is the gears inside. I was just wondering if those gears had to be timed specifically.
I mean, every mag
Because
is
the
created
mag itself
a little
is-
bit different. In fact, I had to move one of those gears. You just slide it out a little bit, turn it a tooth, put it back
Okay,
in,
that's what I was
and
wondering.
It doesn't affect anything. That was on the desk.
All the props spin and everything.
Yeah. These
And
are
they spin in the correct
and
direction.
these are the no AD props too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, perfect.
Good, okay,
Yeah,
good.
So it's already airworthy. That was sitting on the desk in the hangar when I unearthed this thing.
Right on.
Yeah.
That is just beautiful.
All right, mags are off, Clint's back, he's got your new shiny bits, so I'm gonna go finish packing your parachute for later. So let me know if you need any tools or anything, you know where I am.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Double check that parachute.
I got you.
Oh,
Got some presents for us.
oh there's two bar. Oh, that's right. You ordered both? Now the trick is, all right, race to see you get it open.
I know.
Ready to go. Oh, who tightened these things? Winner.
Beautiful.
That's Beauty A. Clark.
Yep.
You don't even know what that's from either, do you?
A beauty A-clock? What?
Kids.
I-
You need to.
I'm still in my 30s, man.
I know that's the
It's-
problem.
Yeah.
That is a sketchy chair. I don't know why I'm standing on it without tearing it and having chunks of
Mine
gasket.
jumped off.
I think I'm gonna have to go get my floppy hat. My receding hairline is. You see, you're too young. You don't even have that yet. You don't even have gray hair.
Yeah, they're all still there. It's still colors. Yep.
You haven't been around airplanes long enough.
pigment
You
is
need
strong.
to lose all these. Or is it? That's the Navy stuff, isn't it?
Or I'll plug in some DC4.
What the heck is DC4? That sounds like a band. This is the part they don't show on movies, is spending an hour scraping stuff without gouging the aluminum, creating a leak that you're trying to avoid. For real, I think there's another gasket on here. There he is! Ha! There was two gaskets on this thing. I was like, what the heck? Look at that. That is satisfying. Boom. All right, boys, ready to get serious. Cue the montage work music. Da, 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 da. We're checking to make sure that the spark from both of these boxes happens at the exact same time. Because you know how it has two spark plugs? One spark plug is from that side and the other spark plug is from this side. So we got to make sure they spark at the exact same time. Tighten the top, tighten the bottom. I put the gasket on it, yes.
Did you put both gaskets on?
It tripled. I figured,
perfect.
yeah.
Perfect.
So now we need to put the plugs, clean the plugs, put them back in and fire this sucker up. Oh, fantastic. We're off the clean. We got our Sparkum plug machine. Check, these are the ones we had in the box. And these are the ones that came out of the plane. So you'll see right here, get the camera over here, you'll see down in here, it'll go bzzz, right here.
There we go.
Okay.
Nice and crunchy. So that's a good spare. We can always use that. It's
Okay.
right through.
It's sparking not near as good as the other one.
That's the insert the plug glove.
we're putting the plugs in.
Yes.
That is
yes.
terrible old man joke. That's what that is. Sound of the road jacks. That's the tongue, see? As soon as I throw the tongue right in. All right, we got our mags are tight, they're timed, our P-leads are back on, grounds are done, plugs are on those. We didn't mess with the fuel. Do the tops on that side. Did you double check to make sure they were tight over there?
I tightened all 6 of the tops.
Okay. I'm feeling confident.
I am too, man. I'm ready. I think it's going to fire up and be ready to go.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Yes.
Is it warm and toasty in there?
It is a bit warm in here.
Yes, fantastic.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Can I get a clear prop?
That sounds better.
It's smoother.
Well, because of that. What'd you do?
Bike.
Can you hear me?
Bike check, bike check.
Check, 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 check.
Hey, there we go.
There we go.
And I
can hear me okay?
myself. Yeah. I almost wonder if it's like a pressure carb type adjustment, although you said that.
These things are so finicky. Yeah.
And that one was the new one that was rebuilt.
This one's the one that was rebuilt.
Oh, this one is.
This one's the one that I rebuilt. This one has all the silicone diaphragms in it, and it's been doing good overall up until, you know, this discrepancy.
It almost sounds like it's trying to run out of gas.
Almost. It runs smooth otherwise it is, except for this kind of low RPM, this a little bit of an idle chug.
And can we tell if it's lean or rich?
I think it's lean, so I'll have to richen it up a little bit, but you know what, I say we richen it up and then get this thing out for some high power engine runs.
Yep.
And go run it, go put it through some paces, taxi it around, get it nice and hot.
Yeah, get everything
Yeah,
moving
you know,
again.
it's been sitting a lot, so I'm game for getting it out, moving it around.
Awesome.
All right.
Enrich it up, and let's go move stuff out of the way, and let's run this sucker up.
Sweet. All right.
Booyah.
Bringing everything down.
And man, it shuts down like that.
Yep.
We're going to move forward with it.
Yeah, we're moving forward with it, but we think it can be better.
Yep. It can always be better.
Yeah.
It can be newer.
Yeah. We just got to put the covers back on, go do some hard runs on it, and if everything checks out, we're taking off. We're getting in the sky, boys. Woo! Oh, I'm so scared and excited all at the same time. I'm not sure if I'm more scared or excited. It's kind of, I can't tell the difference at this point. Use a power tool.
Oh, that sounds like my dad. All right. We're in business.
Boom, shakalaka, baby.
I think it's time.
Yeah! Yeah, you got plenty of room. You can go as far over as we need to now. We're over the wing. All right, we're clear of the propeller. A thing is happening.
We're getting there.
Do 20 in each tip tank.
Sure.
Yep. Thanks. You got them in both sides?
Yes, sir.
I just doubled the value of this airplane by putting fuel in it. We all prayed up. We had Pastor Jim come over, sprinkle it with some.
That's right.
Some of his holy water.
That's right. That's right.
We are not going to be leaving the ground on this one. We're just going to be doing some power runs. And then before we leave the ground, we'll be bringing it back, sumping the tanks, double checking everything. And then from there, just keeping it in the pattern.
Yep.
Let's do this before I change my mind. Yes. Oh, that's fantastic.
All right, we're primed. Bring the throttle back. You ready to do it?
All right, for the real one.
Yep. Can I get a clear prop? All right. Low pressure on the rise, on the right.
And check the brakes.
Brakes check.
Hey, fantastic.
We're moving. Dude, we're moving and grooving.
Oh my Lanta.
We'll take the long way. How's that?
Yes.
Yes. We'll do the victory tour, the victory lap.
That's right.
Yeah.
Before we take off, we're doing our victory lap.
That's right. All right, so again, we're not going to take off. We're just going to build a little bit of airspeed. We're going to use the runway just for high-speed taxi, and we'll board the takeoff once we get a little bit of airspeed, and just kind of a general check and feel of the aircraft and see if it's ready to fly. Is you ready?
Affirmative. Let's
Any
rock and roll,
questions?
baby.
All right,
Boom.
let's do it.
Holy crap.
Let's see how she acts. Airspeed's live right there.
Boom. Oh yeah, it was already getting light.
Oh man, this thing's ready to roll.
Holy crap. That is fantastic. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh my gosh, I can't begin to tell you how excited I am.
Whoo! Okay, so we landed. We landed. Crap, we never even took off. But now we had to come back because we need to make sure we get our parachutes on before we actually go on the first flight.
Two parachutes. Get some maybe some emergency equipment standing by.
Yep. It is beyond my description of words that like a year of frustration and YouTube world talking me into bad decisions, that it has worked out so far that this is working out better than anybody could have ever hoped or imagined.
Yeah.
This is just crazy.
See, all I had to do is just call Clint.
Yeah, that's right. Or just get it before you got it.
Yeah, beat me to it.
Well, let's get some parachutes on.
All right, let's do it.
It's Thursday, June 16th. My name's Juan Brown. You're watching the Blanco Lirio channel, and today's mishap involves a 1955 Cessna 310.
Juan, I haven't left yet.
Wait, this ain't...
You can't do that yet. I haven't even left.
I think we better start investigating this right away. First off, this doesn't look like Save the 310. It looks
It's
like
Save
Buy
the
Another
310.
310.
Whatever.
Details, huh?
Details.
What the hell is this? I'm gonna go in there. It's so jimmied up.
What are you talking about, this jimmied up?
Your Zeus fasteners.
Well, yeah.
There
Should
you
be
go.
thankful we don't have baling wire on them yet.
We're not pre-flighting this thing, Jimmy. We're buying it.
What's this wee crap?
Get a clear prop.
the wind's calmed down a little bit, take a minute break, check everything now that we've flown it, we've landed it. Just check everything, make sure everything was working the way it was supposed to be working. Assuming the sun is still up and we're still feeling like it.
We got a late sunset too. I mean, we're gonna be good for quite a while.
Okay.
So, and then the wind should die down, should calm.
And it'll be, you know, at that time it's just taking it up. Really, it's just pattern work and just trying to get a feel for the airplane in the left seat.
Yep. Cool. And then you're off and racing to Florida.
Man, that's now you just all that just came up. I was all relaxed and chill.
Yeah. Oh god.
Now I got stressed again.
This one line.
A few moments later.
Summarize what happened. I got in the left seat. I was gonna take it up. We were gonna do some practice for me to like touch and goes, things like that. And then we went out to do our run-ups and everything. We noticed that this engine had a little bit of a miss in it. So we were trying to clean that out and get that going. And while we were doing that, we also noticed that the circuit breaker for the alternator, the generator on this side popped and gives us no charging juice for this side. So we're all pretty tired, so we just decided to call it a night and we'll hit it again first thing tomorrow. Day 2, save the 310, Silver Bullet. Jimmy out. Day 3 of saving the 310, tools. So what you do is you just look and you go, yep. Last night we had some running issues with this, it was running rough. So I'm gonna pull all of the bottom plugs from both sides to check them to see if there's any that are fouled out to look at. And then we'll clean them and we'll put them back in. We may have to make another adjustment to the carburetor on this to get that, running a little bit better. And then we've got a short in a wire somewhere that we got to track down on this engine that is from this generator, and then it's somewhere from here to back to the battery. There's one of the power wires is touching a piece of metal. I don't see where there's any metal on this plane. And then, if all of that goes well, we're gonna test fly it again. And then if all of that goes well, and the winds are cooperating a little bit better, maybe, just maybe, we can finally start heading east. Because we've got 3,000 miles that we gotta put under us. And I was supposed to be leaving right now. That's not happening. But that's what you do. When you got time to spare, you go by air. I don't regret this at all though. I already love this airplane a whole lot. I got a feeling right here. It's all warm and tingly. That could also be the sausage thingy that we had at the hotel. It's hard to tell. There's one. Oh yeah, check that out. It's too cold to see the oil come out of that. You know what? Alakazam, alakazoo, nothing on my sleeves, and here comes you. That's better. All right. Yep, that one's got oil in it too. Yeah, it's just a little bit. All right, more oil? No, that one is dry. Oh, that's got a chunk of something in it. Whoa! Let's see if that chunk will come out of there. Oh, there's a chunk. Oh, there went another chunk. I believe that is what we would call lead buildup. Now what I'm gonna do is go in, push the circuit breaker back in, and then turn the key on and see if it pops it right away, because if it does, then I know there's a short happening right now. If it doesn't, then we're gonna have to like either put this engine back together and get it running again and figure out under what circumstances it makes that circuit breaker pop. So let's reset it. Oh, and check this out. These keys even have 310 on them. How cool is that? Still, my favorite thing about this airplane, this is a bank vault. That is the most positive door ever. And look, it's got the Tesla door handles on it. This is a circuit breaker. It's a 25 amp circuit breaker, which means that's a lot of power in order to trip this sucker. So we're gonna push it in, and then I'm gonna flip the battery on and see if that pops out right away. So here goes battery on. Nope, it's showing voltage and all that stuff. See if we can put the switch on. Beacon. Good Lord! That sounds terrible! I am flipping all the switches here. Alright, we don't have any idea. I'm just gonna do a visual, I guess. We'll have to clean those, fire this engine up, run it again, and see when this happens. All my spark plugs live in California. And we know it's gonna not do anything. But just how much of a not? Oh! It actually is making some spark, but it's massively filthy. Around a little bit. Like that. And that. Oh, there's chunks coming out of that one too. This is number 2. Number 2. That's only funny to adolescents. Number 4. This engine hasn't been ran in a long time, and I fully expect this to happen again, potentially on this trip, or I mean, it could be a while till everything gets worked really good and loosened and moved around and stuff like that again. So yeah, I'm fully expecting this to happen a couple more times, honestly. So now we got all of our sparkling plugs in, our lightning rods. Just gonna go through and take a look at the wiring and see if there's any issues I can see for the generator issue. And then we're gonna move this thing and fire it up again and see what we got. All right, girl, let's see if you can, don't let me down. We're gonna check that engine first to make sure that thing's running right. And at the same time, we're gonna check this generator circuit, see when that thing pops. So, can I get a clear prop? Go on. All right, clear prop. It's leaking? All right, we're gonna start the other side. Clear prop. Oh, all right, we're gonna have to let the battery rest a little bit. Was that side leaking too? Yeah. Okay. Clear prop. Clear prop. Nice. Yep. Well, there at the end, it finally cleared itself out. So we are ready to go. Next stop is hopefully the sky. Sky King, baby! Woo!
So when this explosion happened, I lost the autopilot. I lost the flight director. I'm sorry, auto throttle. We lost the tach. which controls the rudder, and the A-cars was gone. So everything had to be done manually. And I was 40 minutes out to Honolulu. I've been going to Honolulu for 35 years. And every time I go there, it's VFR, except that day. We entered the clouds at 33,000 feet, all the way to 2,000 feet.
Oh my Lord, with the mass,
Hand flown.
Lord.
How many people on board?
381 souls. It would have been the single worst aviation disaster in U.S. history, involving one airplane. There have been collisions in the past, more airplanes, and more people have done it, but a blade came off and hit the fuselage.
Oh, so decompression?
No, we didn't get a decompression.
No.
It hit the stringers. If that blade had gone through the glass or 4 inches forward,
Depressurized.
and then we would drop to
Emergency
10,000 feet,
defense.
and there was no way I can pull it all the way to Honolulu, drag it to Honolulu.
Jeez.
So I could say 5 stars lined up that day for us to make this successful landing. Number one, 3 minutes before it happened, I was using the bathroom. I wasn't even in the cockpit. I came, sat down, put my seatbelt on, started doing the briefing when she blew and rolled. Wow. That quick. Number two, we had a jump seater who happened to be a United pilot traveling back to Hawaii, his hometown, and he sat in the cockpit and it was sharp as could be. Just finished IOE on the 777. Number three, we were only 200 miles out when they took the black box information out, the flight data recorder, and put it in the sim. They say if you were 300 or 400 miles out or hour out, it would have been a controlled descent at max thrust to the water. Number four is that almost 1,000 pounds of material came off at 500 knots, and not a single one hit the tail. Even 10 pounds at 500 knots is like shooting the tail with a cannonball.
Yeah.
But come on. Take into the blade. This is right after we landed. We took the total trash.
That is just destroyed inside there. Oh my Lord.
You see the other vibration that
Oh,
you
this
see?
was in flight during the whole thing.
This is 15 minutes after we shut it down. He's like this.
Yeah.
That. God knows how bad it was.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the FAA asked us, Captain, why did you deploy the oxygen masks?
Why did you?
Yeah, I said, we didn't. The explosion was so severe that actually automatically.
Wow.
It felt like we hit the brick wall at 500 knots. You want to drift in at a certain speed, and there's an altitude that you supposedly can fly the airplane on one engine, in any airplane, right? Well, for us, it was supposed to be 23,000 feet and 240 knots. But as I'm slowing to 240 knots and descending at 33,000 feet, she starts stalling. Ooh. At 242 knots, she starts stalling.
Oh, wow.
So I knew the numbers from the book.
We're not going to work for you.
Or what, yeah, those numbers were not going to work. So I created a new envelope in my head between 245 and 255. That's where I kept it all the way down. And that's where they gave me about 1,000 to 1,200 feet. And then after that, we put the gear down. I got a green light for the gear, and I said to myself, okay, worst case scenario, we're gonna put this down with flaps 1 and the gear. So at 1,000 feet, we went flaps 5 and 220 knots. And continued that, yeah, at 200 feet, we went flaps 20 and a touchdown at 180 knots. Normally you touch down on these things about 135 to 140 knots. But I knew I have to have the airspeed. But we were not going to go around. I mean, at max thrust to come down and dirtying up the airplane with flaps and gear.
No chance of go around. Yeah.
So
one shot.
One shot. Woo. And after we landed, we pulled off the runway. Paul tapped me on the shoulder, says, Captain, you can't let go. I didn't know that my right hand was on the throttle all this time, 40 minutes, and my left hand on the yoke. I just didn't even think it. He says, I kept looking at your body and just wondering when it's going to give up. So.
And the passengers erupt with excitement in the chair.
Yeah, there were a lot of excitement, a lot of cheers, and after we landed, I had the state of mind to tell the other guys, let's go to door one left as the passengers disembarking, thanked them for their courage, and glad that we all made it. And there were a lot of emotions then. Yeah.
I have to shake your hand.
Yeah,
that's incredible. Yeah,
well,
good job.
Well done. Inspiration to me, younger pilot.
And telling the guys, what happens up there. Just you got to keep your skills sharp, because you never know. You never know when, you might be asked to step up to the plate and save the day. So
that's right.
Woo. Yeah.
Status is it's got more gremlins.
It's broken.
And saving the 310, it wants to argue. It wants to argue with us.
We just ran the starter test and our battery voltage dropped down to like 14. We don't know how old these batteries are, but they've been doing really well, and they're really good quality batteries. So we're gonna see.
All right.
Ready? Watch Strongman.
Yeah. Well, that one's not sunken in, so that might be the good one. Let's see. This one looks like. Well, it's not sunken in. It's just dirty. All right.
Is the size bulge a little bit? Yeah, this side is
a little bit.
Yeah, on both.
Grab a voltmeter, see what
on that one, yeah. All right. We are gonna look. As soon as he hits that, it's gonna go. We're gonna see where it goes.
Just weak.
But not bad.
Oh, it's dropping now. It's off pretty fast. It settles.
Bad. Super weak.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those go to 24, like they're in series or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Let me see what we got.
So if you got that one out of 150, this one's good in my 150 as well. You could pop those two in. Making us work for it, huh?
Save the 310, they said.
Save the 310.
Carbon fiber? Wow. That's speed mod right there, boy. Got yourself a little hot rod on your hands. But yeah, that was.
All right, we can leave this here. We got battery.
Try to start it?
Yeah.
Or just see what the draw is?
Start to right, yeah. All right. We got power. We got 25 volts this time.
Ooh, that's good.
That's a little juicier. I like that.
All right, let's see what the thing drops down to when we hit the juice to it.
Right mags are on.
Okay, are you going to start it?
Let's go ahead and start it.
Right to that.
Brakes are set. Everything's clear outside.
Yeah, we're clear.
All right, I'll give a little prime. It's good. Good. Okay, bring that back. You ready?
Yep.
Can I get a clear prop?
Nice. Oh yeah, there you go. That thing sounds good, yeah.
That's smooth. All right, it's about 1100.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. So I'll take a click out.
That sounded a lot better.
We're getting it.
All right, boss man. Sounded good.
Yeah. Run number 43. Test cell 10.
Yeah.
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 Plug change 8.
I know. I was gonna say. I was like, I've done it twice.
So yeah. Cal it up. It's feeling good. It's feeling smooth now.
Yeah. Let's fly it before it changes its mind.
Exactly. Yeah, let's do it. All right.
Trim there, trim there, trim there. Good? Good. Go ahead and do our run-ups. Come on, girl.
Yep, clear right above. Looks good, man.
Fuel tank set.
Yep.
We're gonna do an aborted takeoff. I'm gonna wait till about 65 or so.
Okay.
Pull it back.
Okay.
Run it up. Make sure we got 2 good engines. Oil pressure, fuel pressure. Everything feels good. All right. Airspeed is alive. Engines are in the green.
Yep, looks good, man.
Oh yeah, I was tempted to take off on that one.
Yeah, it looks actually look really good on the gauges. It feels great other than the grimy mag, so I'd fly with that.
Yeah. All right, fuel, pressure, oil. Here we go. There we go. Airspeed is alive. Rudder's alive. There's 80, 85, 90. Everything's looking good. Positive brake. Gear up.
Test flight, check.
Done.
Done. Landed a couple times with the wheels down. So far so good. Flew excellent. Now we got 3,000 miles in that direction that we have to go. That direction? I don't even. Somewhere
out there.
Well, we got a compass right here.
Oh yeah, perfect.
So that's yeah.
Right about a 090.
That direction.
There we go.
Yeah. Silas, are you ready for the rest of this video?
Sure.
There's no idea. All right, boys, well, let's go. We are here getting a toolkit that we hope we will never need. And this is your insurance policy, because if you have it, you know you won't need it. But as sure as the world, if you don't have it, guess what you're gonna need? So we're gonna go in, I'm gonna buy a handful of tools, take them with us and keep them in the plastic to return them back to the Home Depot in Florida. That's the plan. That's still a lot cheaper than even like 10 gallons of gas.
Oh yeah.
If I'm honest, this guy he actually saved the 310. I'm just taking all the credit. So officially, you are and have saved the 310.
And I'm proud of it. And I'm just happy that you are going to, like I said, carry it across the finish line, do amazing things with it, share it with the world, share it with veterans. I love it, man.
That's right.
I love it.
Boom.
It's been a great experience.
All right, Silas, let's load up, man.
Right on.
This is our 310 encouragement kit. And we're leaving all the stickers and labels on it so I can return it unopened when we get to Florida. We got our extra parts in there. We've pre-flighted. I'll double check the fuel. And we're gonna fire this girl up and head east.
Perfect.
Boom, shakalaka.
Thank you. Nice to
Appreciate
meet
you guys.
Godspeed, my friend.
All right, Silas. Go to the bathroom. Last chance we got for about 3 hours, if all goes well. All right, here's everybody's favorite. Can I get a clear prep?
That is in the green. Airspeed is alive. We'll rotate out at 95. Starting to get light.
we found. You guys remember this one? If you don't, you can go watch that video where we tried to buy this airplane and that one back there, and then 2 more in the hangars, maybe 3 more. Something, I don't know. A bunch of airplanes in there. Still waiting on that deal to come through to see if anything does happen. Unfortunately, nothing yet. But I thought we'd come by and say hi. See if any progress has been made on this yet. Stop 1 fuel check done. We got to check the oil, do all that stuff, and then go find a hotel to start over tomorrow, make another leg. Let's go. Hey, we made it to our first overnight in Yuma, Arizona. It is hot, and with the reflection off, it's even hotter. It's crazy. Let's go find something to eat, Silas. I'm hungry. Captain's log. 19 June 2022 Earth time. Yes, day 1 we left California, came over here to Yuma, Arizona. 3:10 to Yuma. That's fantastic. Anyways, today's trip we're gonna try to get all the way into like central Texas, maybe even on the other side of Texas. However, running into some weather. So we got thunderstorms, check. IFR, check. Turbulence, check. Ice, check. And then you hit that little bad boy right there, it shows all this nasty weather right there. So guess what I get to do again? We get to do, Silas. We get to get rocked about, going through and trying to bob and weave through this stuff again. Joy. We now have our turbulent indicator device. Everyone meet Mr. Bob Ross, bobblehead edition. Did you know he was in the Air Force up in Alaska when he started doing all of his painting stuff? Pretty cool. Oh yes. So this is our turbulent indicator. The more he's bobbing and weaving, the rougher it is. You ready to do this? Yep. All right, Bob, let's go. I know you're probably asking yourself why I got the hood open on this thing. It's definitely not because the oil temperature got too hot and I decided to bring it back and park it, because it's literally 100 degrees where we're at right now. So I think I just ran it too long on the ground and then it got too hot. So yeah, we're gonna let the old girl cool off a little bit and try it again. Yep.
That better? Alright, you got it controlled? I got it. You got it controlled.
We made it to Texas, well, we were in Texas. We made it to the middle of Texas. Georgetown. Go Georgetown. Love you guys. The ending day number, whatever this is, like 5, 6, 4, 5. I don't even know. Hopefully tomorrow we'll make it all the way home. If this thing doesn't act up again and we don't have any new issues. Tomorrow's a new day. But just look at that thing. Is that not gorgeous with the sun clearing off of it? Alright, let's check this out. Did you notice that the waffle is the shape of Texas? Deep in the heart of Texas. Engine that overheated yesterday is drinking a little bit of oil. So we gotta find out if it's leaking or if it's just drinking it And we got to get some more oil because we've used up 10 quarts of oil. Holy crap, since we started this whole thing. It's gonna be just fine. Just fine. Got an email from a guy named Charles who stepped up in a huge way for Wings of Compassion. You gotta hear his story. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna text him and see if we can get him on a Skype call real quick. Oh, I need my earbuds. Hey Charles, how are you? Yeah, well, man, no, I got your email. That's amazing. Would you mind sharing your story real quick?
I was in the Air Force. I did 5 years. We got held over just a little bit, and my wife also served as well, and that's where we met. Worked on F-16s. Was part of the transition team on a couple bases from F-4s to F-16s.
What was your AFSE?
Integrated flight controls, but then we changed to they called it integrated avionics. Most of us, by the time we get out, we found a wife and we may be working on a child or two. So, taking, and I've never understood this, it just baffles me, even to this day, to have someone who's so trained and so educated and to not allow them to transition, especially like when we're looking at pilots now, there's such a need right now to not put someone who is almost basically serviceable into play. Makes zero sense. So, when you were talking about it, when I was reading about Wings of Compassion, it was like, yeah, we could fly people around, but man, what kind of experience would it be to have a veteran flying a veteran to where he needs to go? It makes that transition easier. And really at this point, it's just, helping as many of our brothers and sisters as we can. I think they deserve that. I think those of us who can should. This is why I'm so excited about this project. I think
you wanted to help with the website. You wanted to spruce it up, make it. You were committing your whole team to it. And I've, spoiler alert for those of you out there watching, I've already talked to them and we've already got a game plan together. They're already working on it. And they should have the first picture, the main page up just in a couple days, I think, is what they were telling me, right?
Right. Yeah, I stepped on their necks pretty hard about this. This is important to me. So. Oh,
that's fantastic. How did you get from being an F-16 mechanic? What grade were you when you got out?
I had actually been promoted to staff sergeant, but I left before I accepted the strike.
Oh, okay. Yeah, E4 for life. How did you go from being, coming out of the military and now being the CEO of this, well-ran investment company?
I took a couple jobs and I started studying what my passion was at the time, which was finance. And people get tired of talking to me because I've been talking about inflation for 3 years now. And here we are. Look at, where's jet fuel at now? What, $6.50 a gallon?
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago?
I paid $8.57 a gallon.
Oof. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. It's time for gliders.
The investment thing that you do, is it actually the physical precious thing, or is it like the paper notes that are traded on the stock exchange?
It's all physical. Ounce per ounce, physical. You buy it outside your IRA, we can actually deliver it to your home.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I do got a kind of a crazy idea to create a silver coin that's got a 310 on it because of the silver bullet.
Already been thinking about it. It's already in the works. I'll come up with with something very soon.
That would be super cool. Can I call it a legacy? This 310 legacy. So it's fitting and its silver bullet is kind of what is saving the day. I mean, this is just beyond.
Yeah. We'll do something for the 310. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm in. I think I'm into this 310 project for, I think I added up $104,000.
Okay.
on like a $50,000 airplane.
It always goes.
Yeah.
Whenever you come out here, you'll see I've got some old cars that I do, right? And unless I roll them across the auction line, they're just a money pit.
What kind of cars you got?
Right now, we're doing a LS swap on a 1967 RS Camaro.
Now you're talking my language.
Yeah, we just pulled the engine last night. We pulled the 327 out of it, and we're dropping an LS3, so we're going to boost that from 330 horsepower up to about 610.
That's what I'm talking about. So how can they get a hold of you and just learn to see if this stuff is right for them?
Absolutely, it would be my pleasure. I've got a great group of guys and gals here, so if someone's looking for some advice, absolutely give us a call, and see what makes sense for you, if it makes sense at all. We're not afraid of questions, so if someone feels like they want to get some opinion on what's going on or some advice on what maybe to possibly do, please feel free to call us.
So for all you out there, support this guy because he's stepped up in a big way. Legacy Precious Metals. You can use your 401k, retirement accounts, all that kind of stuff to invest in actual gold. I'll go ahead and put that stuff, I'll put it down in the description, so if you guys want to check it out, you can check it out, give him a call. Charles, you are a rock star, dude. Thank you so much. That is fantastic. It's gonna be awesome.
Liked it.
Silas, we gotta tie this thing down right now. There's a super nasty thunderstorm right there that we've got to go get this airplane tied down in the spot over there. Grab, push over there quickly. Quickly. Oh, we gotta get moving. Because that storm, according to the map, it was moving crazy fast with an insane amount of lightning, winds, like insanity kind of stuff. And it looked like it was headed right in this direction. Fantastic. Whew. It's going. Just building and like getting crazier and crazier and heading right for us. Look at that in 5 minutes. That's like tornado weather, dude. Holy moly. So let's go sit inside this little tiny bathroom in like hopefully non-tornado weather. Look at right, the little line with the dots coming right at us. And that's less than 20 miles from us. Ooh, yeah, that's coming right over top of us. Ooh. Yowza. Yeah, I just got off the phone with Flight Service, who's the weather briefing people that all they do is look at weather all day long and help you with your flight planning. And they pretty much said VFR flight not recommended because it's nasty. I mean, that's like purple, dark blue, and it feels weird, how you can feel like a big thunderstorm coming in. It's all, yeah, this is, we're just gonna wait this sucker out. It's gonna be pretty nasty. Maybe we will, maybe we won't get home today. So, fantastic. Oh, come here and look at them. They are angry. They were coming out of the corner of that thing. There was like 100 of them. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it in the shadows. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but they were angry bees. That got my blood pressure going. It says my ground speed is 3 knots right now. Six knots. 8 knots. Yeah. This is what you do when you're stuck at an airport with nothing else to do. And my height AGL is 7 feet. That's a little optimistic. 5'11" and a half. I used to be 6 foot. I shrunk. Found a can. It's still got some in it. Let's go kill us some wasps. See, we're nice guys. We go around, we're taking care of the FBOs. And there's just bees' nests all over the place. There's a big one right over the door of this thing. Oh no, it's out! I don't want to celebrate before we cross the finish line, but it looks like the top part of this, the north part, kind of dissipated and did all of its magic back there. And the real nasty part is going just to the south of us, all that super gnarly stuff you see right there. So maybe we just missed this stuff. Now, we got a crap load more thunderstorms that are really just intense building up all the way from here all the way to Florida. So we're gonna eat some dinner. We're gonna wait till the peak, after the peak of the heat of the day when they're the worst, and then hopefully maybe they will have calmed down enough for us to make our way home without getting caught in a nasty thunderstorm. I love it when a plan comes together. Woohoo! DoorDash saves the day. Saved us like an hour of walking. Silas, are you hungry?
Yes.
It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon now, and we had breakfast at 7:30 this morning. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. Ooh, hold on. Whoop. Please. Here, Silas, hold this. So I was reading here in the book, and since we're flying over water, thought I'd just review things. And it talks about water ditching, gear up, flaps up, and the nose will go underwater for a few minutes, but don't be afraid, that's normal, is what it says. Let's not find that out. Clear prop. Plant City traffic, twin Cessna 310 Echo Bravo is 4 miles to the north, going to be entering a left downwind for runway 10, Plant City. Clunk, 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 green light, 1, 2, 3 in the mirror. Plant City traffic, twin Cessna 310 Echo Bravo, turning final, runway 10, Plant City.
With a working airplane.
With a working airplane.
3,000 miles is how far we flew in, what, 3 days or something? We did a thing! Save a 310! Well, we still got to get it ready for Oshkosh, so we're going to be doing lots of other things to this. It's going to be awesome. And Noah runs straight for the airplane.